Good Friday morning. It is Facebook Friday. I'm so glad you're joining me today. I am talking about the life, the universe, and everything. And we've all thought that the answer was 42 for so long. And while it may be true, there's another very fascinating aspect to life, the universe, and everything that I've got to share with everyone. And it's something I've discovered, or realized, not discovered, just in the last few weeks. This is incredible. So in talking about happiness, there was a list of 5 things that ensured happiness. And the list goes something like this. 1, write down 3 things every night that you're grateful for, or even every morning. Number 2, take 2 minutes to meditate. Number 3, exercise or move your body for 10 minutes. Number 4, review the past 24 hours and find something, an experience that was positive. And the last one, which we talked about last Wednesday in the previous video, was do nice, positive, supportive things for others in your community. And on Wednesday, we talked about how community support is so important. And it turns out that supporting the community is the most important factor in establishing happiness for individuals. But why is that? Why is doing something nice, saying something nice, so beneficial? And I mentioned one of the reasons is that we are beings designed to receive. Our nervous system is set up specifically to receive neural input from our 5+ senses. So our body is designed to seek this kind of input. And it's true with babies, it's true with other mammals. We are designed specifically to get input, and when we don't get input, we decline. We even die. And that raises a great question about the health and safety of our elderly. What kinds of contributions are they getting that are physical, that affect their bodies specifically? Because the nervous system requires sight, sound, taste, smell, and specifically touch in order to thrive. So that's something to think about. Back to our conversation about life, the universe, and everything, and why it is making contributions to other people has such a lasting effect on our sense of happiness. And it's all because of magnetism. Isn't that crazy? So I have a magnet here, looks like this, super duper small. One side is positive, one side is negative. Because I just have one magnet, I'm not sure which is which. Oh, I might not be able to determine which is which, even if I had another magnet. Because like sides repel, like magnetics repel, like electrical charges repel. Isn't that fascinating? So repel each other. Why is this so important? Because there are some Jewish individuals who have stated, now this is not in all of the Jewish religion, but in a small part of the Jewish religion, they refer to an energy, the God energy, as Bora. Bora means giver. In the state of a magnet, the negative charge is the giving charge. The negative charge is constantly pushing away, right? It's going away. So in the case of this magnet, I've indicated this is the negative side. So it is repelling, which is constantly giving. Hey, Akemba, nice to see you this morning. So in giving, right, this negative side is attracted to a positive side and repels a negative side. But the flow of magnetism is always away from the negative side. And that, in essence, is the God energy. It is a giving energy. It is a putting out energy. It is a creative energy. Now, what's fascinating about that? Man, considered Adam, isn't that fascinating? And this is based in that small sect of Jewish people studying a particular part of Jewish spirituality. The receiving end, which is the positive, so the flow of this magnet, if this is negative, would be away from this side and toward this side. That would be the receiving. That would be the Adam. That would be man. So that's our nervous system. And as a matter of fact, that is the way the entire world is set up. Giving and receiving. It's magnetic. It's polar. It's crazy. It's incredible. So when you understand that we are designed as creatures who receive, and you see it in children, you see it indicated in everything, then it really explains, for example, why my children are asking for toys. Why my children are asking for, they get the toy that they want and then they're looking for the next toy. Why my children, when I feed them, right, they ask for more. They want more interaction. Children love to be held, right? If you think of a child, then you can understand clearly why we're meant to receive, or not why we're meant, but that we are receiving and constantly receiving, and that stimulates the brain and that stimulates development. We thrive when we receive. So if you can imagine, based on this list of things to do to increase your happiness, that you are allowing other people to receive your goodwill. In the article that I posted, there is a 10-5 rule. The 10-5 rule says that if you are within 10 feet of a person, you should smile at them. If you are within 5 feet of a person, you can say hello and regard them vocally, right? Ask them how their day is, ask them how their weekend was, that sort of thing. So if you were to establish a 10-5 rule, that would put you in the place of giving. And in the community of people around you, they are designed to receive. So if you put in your daily practice a giving, an attempt to give, you understand that those around you are designed to receive and they will receive from you. And that is one of the laws of the universe. Now understand that if you are giving and someone receives, that compels them to give in return. That's a natural law. If you think of an ecosystem, this is exactly the way all of nature is set up. So the mice have multiple babies, those multiple babies thrive, and they eat the plants. And those multiple babies then feed the next level of the ecosystem, of the life cycle, and perhaps it's feeding like a coyote or something, right? So you can see just in nature how this giving and receiving, how magnetism, how polarity is a law. It's a universal law, and it improves your happiness when you participate in the entire cycle of the law. So when children develop, they're primary receivers. They just receive input all the time. And as children develop, they begin to give back. So the first time a child says, I love you to a parent, the parent is just over the moon, right? They've completed this cycle. It's the cycle of spirituality. It's the cycle of life. It's the cycle of thriving. And you can be happy and you can also thrive by introducing this into your life on a regular moment-by-moment basis. That is what meditation gives to us. It is completing the cycle. It isn't just us living our lives and constantly receiving input. Now, here's another very amazing aspect to this. What you give out is returned to you. It's the law of the magnet. It's the law of magnetism. So if I have another magnet, if I have two magnets and I put one magnet close to the other magnet, the thing that is repelled is the magnet. So when you give good things, when you see the goodness in the world and you give back smiles, encouragement, that is then returned to you. But what's also true, if you see the world as negative, if you give out and are looking for less than higher vibration emotions like envy, jealousy, all of those, if you experience those, if you give those, if you put them out into the world, those get reflected, they get repelled back to you because it's a law of the universe. This is so amazing. So this is how we can understand the spirituality and complete the cycle of being fulfilled in our lives. When it comes down to it, what you give is what you receive because it's the law of the universe. So, the answer to the life, the universe, and everything is what you put out, you get in return, and we are designed to receive. So when you complete the cycle of growing and developing and maturing into a person who is capable of giving, that is when you achieve wisdom, and that is when you think head-wise, feel heart-wise, and move body-wise. Thanks for joining me today, and I can't wait to see you again on Monday.